guys. We're back again one more week. This will be our last reading for this year. I'll miss reading, darn it. I miss all of you guys so much. But we have to come to an end, and school's coming to an end. I hope you have all of your work done. I'm counting on you to be good students and get your work done. And I want you to do something special for your mom and dad this week. Do a secret something special for your mom and dad to help them. Well, these are going to be our last two books. And the one we're going to read is The Seven Chinese Sisters. Remember last week we read The Five Chinese Brothers. Well, the sisters have powers too, but they're very, very different than the brothers' powers. See what you think as we read this story. Now, once upon a time, there were 7 Chinese sisters, and they all lived together, and they took care of each other. Each sister had shiny black hair and sparkling eyes, and each sister stood very straight and tall. Well, except for the 7th sister, and she was just a baby. Now, the first sister could ride a scooter as fast as the wind, and the second sister knew karate, kick, chop, hi-ya, and the third sister could count to 500 and beyond. The fourth sister could talk to dogs. The fifth sister could catch a ball no matter how high or how fast it was thrown. And the 6th sister made the most delicious noodle soup in the whole wide world. And the 7th sister, well, nobody really knew for sure yet what she could do. So she was just too little to be able to tell. And she hadn't even spoken one word. Now, far away and across the bridge and through the forest and up the mountain lived a terrible dragon. One day, he woke up very, very hungry. And he took a big sniff. And he smelled something wonderful. Oh, it was 6 sisters' delicious noodle soup. So down the mountain and over the forest and across the bridge flew the dragon straight to the home of the 7 sisters. Now the sisters were all very busy, and none of them saw him coming. First sister was polishing her scooter. Second sister was practicing for her black belt. Third sister was counting grains of rice. Fourth sister was talking to a stray dog. Fifth sister was throwing a ball a mile high and catching it. And 7th sister was crawling around. 6th sister was making a pot of her delicious noodle soup. And 7th sister was crawling around the kitchen floor. When the dragon saw that plump little 7th sister, oh my goodness, he forgot all about the soup, and he snatched up the baby. Then he flew back over the bridge and the forest and up the mountain and into his cave. But as soon as the dragon set the seventh little sister down, he was just going to get a little salt to season her a little bit. She said her first word ever, and it was an excellent word. Help! Now the six sisters had just finished looking for little seventh sister when they heard her cries, and they began to follow her voice. Seventh sister is in trouble, said first sister. We've got to help her. And she leaped on her scooter. We must find her. The other sisters hung on behind, pulled by first sister, who was as strong as she was fast. The sisters sped across the bridge. Beyond was a deep forest filled with, so many trees. Third sister had to count them by twos. Now seventh sister's cries were getting louder, and the sisters headed up the mountain, and soon they reached the dragon's cave. Help! 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 They could smell smoke and hear the most awful dragon noises. Fourth sister listened very carefully. You see, dragons do not talk exactly like dogs, but she could understand a few words, a little bit. The dragon was roaring something about, there's no use calling for help. You're going to be my supper. And suddenly, seventh sister shouted her second word ever. No! Then fourth sister stepped up and began to speak to the dragon. Ruff, 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 bow, 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 bow. If you don't bring her out, sir, you will regret it, said fourth sister in her very best dog language. Now the dragon stopped roaring. What was that girl yelling about? All he could understand was, bring her out, sir. No one had ever talked to him before, and he was so curious. He picked up the seventh sister and rushed outside. And just as he did, second sister stepped forward, and then, fast as lightning, she leaped up into the air and slapped that dragon under the chin with a hi-ya! The dragon was so surprised that, whoosh, the seventh little sister flew right out of his mouth. Back, 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 ran fifth sister. Back, back, back. And she reached up and caught that seventh little sister just like a flying ball. When the dragon saw that his dinner was gone, he fell to the ground sobbing, hungry, hungry, he whimpered. And fourth sister understood him perfectly, because the word for hungry is exactly the same in dragon language as it is in dog language. He's starving, she said to the others. She could see he was quite skinny and very, very sad. Oh, tomorrow we'll have sixth sister bring him some soup, said first sister. But we gotta get little seventh sister home. She's just worn right out. And besides, she needs a diaper change. Sister, go home, cried seventh little sister, who was now learning to talk very, very fast. First sister put little seventh sister on her back and leaped on her scooter. The other sisters all held on behind, and they whizzed down fast as the wind down the mountain. But then they reached the forest. First sister stopped. Now they didn't have seventh sister's cries to guide them. How were they going to find their way through all those trees? Ah, don't worry, said third sister. I counted the trees when we came up. We have to go past 500. So when third sister had counted 500 trees by twos, the seventh sisters came to the bridge. They crossed the bridge and back to the house, where six sisters served a delicious meal of noodle soup. Well, what did the seventh sister do when she grew very straight and tall? Why, she became the very best storyteller in the whole wide world. And she always told this story first. All right, am I the best storyteller? Come on, give me a cheer. Yay! Well, this is our last bug book, and it's called The Big Bug Book. And it has almost all of the stories from all the other bug books. See if you can remember seeing these bugs. Some bugs make you giggle, like the Wicky Wacky Waffle bug. Some bugs count all day. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops. Some bugs are noisy and work very hard. Remember the saw bugs? They're trying to saw their way out. Oh, quick! Close the door. Don't let them out. Lock them in. Some bugs are slimy, like the slippery slug bug. Some bugs are slow, like the itty bitty inchworm bug. Some bugs are crinkly, and some bugs are all aglow. And for some bugs, love means lots of hugs, especially for the kissing bugs. Some bugs are fast, like the snazzy silver Spitfire bug. They shoot into space, like Bug Rogers. But some bugs are faster and always win the race, like Robo-Bug. And And for the roller coaster bugs who yell, "Hooray, hooray!" Fun zipping up and down they have at the end of the day. Now some bugs are lovey, like roses are red, violets are blue, bugs are cute, and so are you. Ha ha. And some bugs are spooky, like the Dracubug. Some bugs have spots, like the turquoise bunny bug. And some bugs are kooky, like the slippery, slimy, oh, it's not gonna work here. Can't get it to work. Slug bug, anyway. And some bugs love to rest alongside others in a cozy basket nest. Remember this one at Easter time? All of those things. Yeah. Some bugs shoot straight and they never miss, like the 6 hungry frog bugs catching a fly. And some bugs dance with graceful bliss, like the dainty dancing bugs. And if you try really hard, every once in a while, each of these silly bugs will give you a smile. P.S. Can you find the purple pickle bug? Can you see it? Keep looking. Keep looking. Do you recognize some of these? The fish and the Cupid and the witches and the butterflies. Yeah, and the Dracula. Yeah, fun, fun. Well, that's the end of our reading for this year. I hope so much we're back in school and we can finish our reading next year back in your classroom with your new teachers. I'm excited to see your new class and hope that I see you in the hall. I'll wave as you go by, and because I don't read to 3rd grade, and so I'm sorry, 2nd graders, I won't be able to see you in your classroom, but I'll see you in the hall, and I love you all. Bye.